Wow, guys, Trump just kicked Zelenskyy out of the White House. You guys got to check this video out.
Yourself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, "Hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal?" That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America. And for the good of the world, I'm aligned with the world. And I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough, but you're never going to get a deal.
See this guy going to turn his head and just look at Trump like he's going to do something to him? This type of stuff you never see on, media. This stuff never leaves those type of rooms. I want to see when Biden was meeting with these kind of people, how that went. He's not the type of guy to stand up for what he believes in. He's the type to sit there, fall asleep, and I know he wasn't sending Kamala Harris in there because I believe we would have war. Let's keep going, guys.
Feel that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I want to respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
that's exactly right.
Yes, but during 2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him. A lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire, all of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What?
Guys, you gotta appreciate Trump. He's a man of his word when people aren't trying to attack him and make sure he can't complete his task. He said this is gonna be the most transparency ever in history. It's gonna be very transparent, whatever they're doing, whatever's going on. Disagreements or not, stuff not going his way, he's gonna be transparent about it. He's gonna tell you how he's gonna solve it. This is a historic moment, guys. I don't know if we'll ever see anything like this ever. Let's keep going. I'm sorry to keep pausing it, guys. I'm mind blown like you guys.
Kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems? bringing people into your military?
We have
And do you think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer it.
States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Exactly.
A lot of questions. Let's start
Exactly.
from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not have
gotta-
a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
feel influenced.
We're going to feel
I'm-
very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've
all.
allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the very
bad position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You
was
don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards. But
cards.
right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War
What do you-
III.
what do you
You're
think about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country.
I'm
That's
with all
backed
respect to
you
your
far
answer.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for
What-
the United States
what
of
are you speaking
America
about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Everybody's been asking, where is JD Vance? Where is JD Vance? Elon Musk is running the country. I've been telling people you could go check out my old videos. Anything that has JD Vance in it. I've been telling people it's not his time to shine yet. This is where he does best. Fact checking and calling people out on their BS. That's JD Vance. This is the JD Vance I know. This is the JD Vance that was running with Trump, campaigning with Trump. And Trump just sitting there. He's gonna let JD Vance do what JD Vance has to do because that's what he does. That's what he does, man. JD Vance, you did a great job calling him out for running with Kamala Harris because he knows if Kamala Harris wins, they keep getting more and more and more money. He's talking about what we're gonna feel and feelings and all this type of stuff. What about your wife going out on $1 million shopping sprees? While your country is just being bombarded, taken advantage of. He doesn't care about anybody, guys. This guy's buying up property in all of Europe, and you want to tell me he he cares? Let's keep going, guys.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah,
speaking loudly.
call him out,
Your
Trump.
country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot of
answer?
talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn
We-
good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about we are
If
speaking?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
You invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
This is what happens when you take the allowance away from a little kid. This is exactly what happens. They go in there and they pout. I believe he doesn't want the ceasefire because he doesn't want the ceasefire because he knows the money is going to stop. This is a huge money grab for him. He can just keep printing money, keep printing money. Dude, that all stopped once Trump got in office. That all stopped. Let's keep going, guys.
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of times
that there,
thank you
accept
to
that-
American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men
Exactly.
stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop.
He doesn't care about that, guys. I just told you. He doesn't care about a ceasefire. Money is going to dry up. He's so used to living this lifestyle that he doesn't care if his country's men are dying. And they're starting to realize that, man. I believe Trump should offer them some type of citizenship to come here and be a part of a great country as long as they want to follow the law. You know, make sure they could tell them who the president is, tell us who the last 10 presidents are, take the citizen test. I believe people need to come over here because this guy's running that country to the ground and he doesn't care. I want to know what his bank account looks like because you're buying up property in all of Europe, going on vacations and stuff like that, and you're worried about why people don't want to join the military. Come on, man.
Of the war,
But you're saying you don't want a
but I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire.
guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
doesn't
with
matter
me.
for you what-
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
wasn't
with
with you.
a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
This
That
is
was
your,
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
So I don't know if he realizes, guys, but he's digging himself in a way bigger hole. Way bigger hole. You should be there thanking Trump. You're mad your allowance got cut off, so you run come running like a little kid crying. This is horrible. He should be in jail for war crimes. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.